Hello, my name is Melissa Bryant, and this is my digital presentation on student development theory. My core values as a student affairs educator are to create inclusive environments, meaning that despite one's background or experiences, they can feel welcome and at home on campus. When students feel comfortable in their space on campus, they are more likely to persist and retain at college. Another value of mine is to be an advocate for all underrepresented populations. By doing this, holistic ideas can be approached that accommodate all students. By advocating for those who feel they do not have a voice, I can metaphorically make a space at the table for those who do not have a seat. Student development theory is important because through different theories and ideas, we can better understand diverse perspectives rather than just our own, which in turn will help create a cohesive working environment with other coworkers and our students. Throughout this course, we have learned how privilege and power dynamics have shaped higher education. When student affairs professionals recognize what aspects of higher education benefits or marginalize certain populations, educators will then have the opportunity to change or create spaces for their community to grow as a whole. Learning about the four paradigms, positivist, criticalist, constructivist, and post-constructivist, has helped me identify which paradigm I view my world in, which is constructivist, and how to work with other people who may hold beliefs in other paradigms. Challenging theories as a constructivist helps me understand why and how institutional oppression exists and how I can change it. As a constructivist, I believe many truths exist for one person. As student affairs professionals, we must honor each person's truth and tailor our services to each person's individual needs based on their identity and viewed realities, but also must challenge them to see the truths of others. An influential theory is the critical race theory. CRT proposes that white privilege exists and systemic and societal influences oppress certain people by power based on one's race and his socioeconomic status. CRT helps explain to me why certain spaces are or are not available to some students on campus and what needs to be done to create fair spaces. Baxter McGold's theory of self-authorship. This theory explains how people make meaning of their experiences and environments based on their identities. Self-authorship also explains how one views themselves based on their beliefs and goals. I find this important because self-authorship can change based on one's knowledge, and as student affairs professionals, it is our duty to help students make their own meaning. Faculty and staff need to be trained on social justice issues and inclusion for ways to create spaces that are welcoming. Mandatory training should be held at the beginning of each semester and integrated into an ongoing dialogue throughout the year. As well, it is important that campuses have diverse faculty and student staff to support these efforts. To make campus more inclusive, I want to reach out to campus resources as partners, such as a Diversity Resource Center, to reach a wider audience. When a campus is working as a whole to increase diversity and inclusion, it will become a university-wide mission rather than just a department vision. Currently, my graduate assistantship is in the housing division as a Living Learning Communities coordinator. Living Learning Communities have a $50 fee associated with them. As of the 2018 academic year, the LLC fee will no longer be applied. This change will hopefully open more opportunities up for people who haven't been able to participate. With the hopes of becoming an international student advisor post-graduation, I will be working with students from around the globe with diverse backgrounds. Part of the challenges international students face are becoming more comfortable with English language proficiency and American culture. International students have higher rates of persistence and better mental health when their English skills are improved. To help international students adjust to their new environment, I want to create or improve a peer mentor program that pairs international students with American students. Studies show that when international students practice English with American peers, their proficiency improves. This mentorship would create an inclusive environment for the international student and as well give hands-on diversity training to the American student. In conclusion, student development theories make us think outside the box and recognize different realities and truths besides our own. It makes us global thinkers and might help us make connections to our students we might not otherwise be able to relate with. Thank you for watching!
Free created using Powtoon.